everyone? This is Elizabeth. How are you doing? Please hold. What? Pardon me. I think my YouTube took a nap. It veered off course. Something went wrong. Let's try this again. There we go. So I went to go into my live and it said 0 views 3 weeks ago. So I had to refresh, and I have 3 watching. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Crystal's Creations Wyckoff. Hello, hello. PJB Stamper. Thanks for hanging out with me so early in the day. Jean Morin. Hello, hello. How is everyone? You guys. It's Simon Hurley Day. Are we excited? So, some of you, well, I think everybody in the Chatty McChatterson, Gloria L, hello, hello, know that I am an affiliate for, or I have affiliate links, and one of them is for Ranger, okay, K-Motto, and so on Thursdays, I'm doing my affiliates, or, I'm picking affiliate links, design teams that I'm on, and I'm pushing because I need some money, you guys. I need the crafty monies. And for you to get me to crafty monies without actually giving me the crafty monies, I need you to go use my links. This goes for all the crafty YouTubers that have affiliate links, and some crafty influencers that may not even have YouTube, like Instagram and TikTokers and whatnot, but they'll have affiliate links that will get you to the store. It's a free click, and then I get a perk for sending you, for enticing you to click on that and make a purchase. Stamper girl, hello, hello. So today's push is for Ranger, aka Simon Hurley, because yes, I have an affiliate link for Ranger. But I also get to be on the design team for Simon Hurley, which I'm a fan. So he has good stuff, and here's some of his good stuff. Okay, he's got photopolymer stamps. He's got red rubber background stamps. He's got, are you ready? Are you ready? He's got stencils, lots and lots of stencils. He's got texture paste. He's got ink. And you know what's even fun is you can find some of this stuff at other places too, like Scrapbook.com and Spellbinders, which I have affiliate links for them too. So if you think about going shopping, either now or in the future, consider clicking on an affiliate link, whether it's mine or another creator's out there. I'm needy, but I'm not that needy. I'm not stingy. I share. So be sure. Oh, and another thing, stamping foam. Stamping foam, and we're going to use a little bit of stamping foam because I don't use it enough, and it's really fun. It's really easy, and you can bust out cards. Just bust them out. But I thought we would, I haven't played with this one in a while. This one is Owl Buddies. Now, I don't know if it's still available. Because, yeah, I'm pushing the links. I'm pushing this stuff. But I also want to use some of the older stuff to let you know what you missed out on. Right? But you can go and maybe something will spark interest. And, you know, you just want to go shopping. I don't know. I don't know these things. You guys, I just push the buttons. Good thing he doesn't live in Ohio. I know. Fan. Yes, I'm fan addict. I'm addicted to the nice quality too, and that's one thing. If you see me using it and you see me praising it, it's not because I'm being paid to, because I would just send it back and be like, no, because if I'm not impressed, I can't fibbers to you, if you know what I mean. Pardon me. Neener. That's just mean. Okay, so, if you, and that's another thing too. Even before I became an influencer for the Ranger, aka Simon Hurley, I've enjoyed the products. And if you get something with a blemish or something weird with your product, I have found Ranger customer service to be spot on. Now, that's not to say that there's going to be times somebody's going to have an issue. You either breathe through it and try again, or it's just not for you, and that's okay. You know, you can get Mr. Hurley stuff all over the place. Your favorite retailers. If your favorite retailer doesn't carry the brands you want, you got to tell them, hey, have you seen this? Why are you not carrying this? You know, he, they, she, all of the peeps that you want in their store, you got to tell them. You got to tell them, hey, I want you to carry this product or whatever. Otherwise, they don't know. And maybe they can special order you some stuff. But I think we're going to use this little fun little owl here. He's got some cute little stuff. And I think he would be cute with an argyle background. I think so. And we're going to make it easy. So we're going to heat up our stamping foam. Yes, I have I've never sent anything back because I didn't appreciate it. I have sent something back because it was defective. And it was a rubber stamp. Oops. I had purchased one of the rubber stamps. And let me heat the stamps. There was a blemish, and so it wasn't stamping properly. And so they asked for a photo of it. So I took a photo of it, the rubbery piece, and how it stamped out and everything. And they started the return process, and I returned it, and they sent me a brand new one without the flaw. So, but yeah, I can say that I have never returned anything because it was not great. I do know that Mr. Hurley, and I'm assuming like Tim Holtz, all of the people at Ranger, they want quality stuff. And early in the design team, when I first started, he came out with the metallic lunar paste, like shady. And he's like, hey, we have metallics. Do you want to show these off? And I'm like, heck yeah, send me the metallics. I'll show them off. And then a few days later, he's like, sorry, we're not doing it because it was not up to their standards. So it went back in, and these came out much later than what they originally wanted them to. And so that's their quality control there. And a lot of great companies are that way. It's nice that they care. They want their products to last, to do what they're supposed to do. And because if you're happy, you're going back. You're going to go back for more, right? But we heated our... We did use the heated craft tool. This was a gift from a crafty friend. And I tell you, if this ever dies out on me, I'm getting another one because it's really good for the stamping foam. You can't the cord stuck. You can use a regular embossing, but you see the difference there. Okay, this spreads out the heat more. If you're doing this with an embossing gun, you want to keep it moving, because this will burn this really quick. Whereas this, you see that? See how much of that it covers just by doing that versus this? Okay, you get a nice birthy heating tool, and it does make your life a lot easier, especially for the bigger stamping foams. Stamping foams, this is just the little guy, which he is 3x4. He's a little 3x4 guy, and he's, you know what? I don't have no paper, you guys. Well, I have paper, but once again, I thought I had, you guys, I've been doing so many cards. I've used up all my pre-cut paper. Did I use it all up? Yes, I have used up all of my pre-cut paper. And I'm not sad about it. I'm sad that I didn't realize it and didn't cut some paper. So let's cut some paper while we chat. Let's throw things around because we can. The stamping foam comes in the 3x4, a larger, the larger size solid, a larger size with a circle in the middle, a larger size with a heart in the middle. We just used our heart the other day on some snowmen that were super stinking cute on the new sketched snowmen by Simon Hurley. But yeah, yes, we go back for more and more. Lisa Acker, hello. She says she hopes everyone is having a good day. I'm having a good day. I got up on time. I got up on time. I got up at the time I wanted to get up. I showered. I went to the store. I got all of the vegetables into the cart, rounded the corner, headed to the pharmacy, and the pharmacy was closed because they close at 1:30 to 2. It was 1:30. I should have went to the pharmacy first, but I did not. So I have to go to the pharmacy tomorrow for my daughter's meds. But that's okay. That's okay. It's not like I wanted to drop $75 today anyways. But yeah. So I've been up. It's practically a miracle. Practically. Especially since the hubby got home at 8 in the morning. So I didn't even hear him come in. Because gosh knows I went to bed probably around 5, 6. I don't know. So he didn't have to work at 12. And so he came home, which means I didn't hear him come in. And so he didn't come home at noon, which would have been the time I needed to really be up. So thankfully I had my alarm set and everything, and got out of the house, and I got dinner started. We're having chili for dinner. The kids are going to be cooking the hamburger portion about now, but I got all the cans of beans in the crocker pot stewing, and now I'm here with you guys. I'm here with you guys, and I'm having fun. The pharmacy fiasco. Yeah, so our pharmacy used to never close for lunch, and a state mandate or something kicked in, and all pharmacies have to close for a lunch break, and so mine closes from 1:30 to 2. But do I remember that? No. Will I remember next time I go to the pharmacy? Hopefully I'll remember tomorrow. Tomorrow, speaking of, I will be on Twitch. I will be live on Twitch at 3 p.m. Eastern, and we will be playing with Ink Road Stamps goodies. And fair warning that the Twitch stream is going to have a lot of cussery, because the Ink Road Stamps has got some foul language. One of my favorite words. Starts with F. Fun, fabulous, fashionable, flirty. But yes, so tomorrow 3 p.m. Eastern, Ink Road Stamps makes me giggle. K-Motto, right? They have some fun stuff. So we just made our A2 size panels because that's my jam. I do recommend having your panels pre-cut and ready. It makes life easier. I'm gonna put you up there. Come, but I need a couple of you. It makes life easy. So no matter what size is your favorite, have some of the panels ready. You grab a panel, you work on it, and you're good. Fudge. Huh? Ooh, BLTs are nummy. I like a good BLT. Okay, so we're gonna have our owl on our Argyle. Owl on the Argyle. So we're gonna grab some Simon Hurley blues, and one of them is gonna be Midnight Snack Attack. And then let us let's do Tropical Tango and Midnight Snack, because why not? So we're gonna put Tropical Tango in the center. Now for this stamping foam, I'm using the felt Simon Hurley pads, and the best way to get it on there is to roll it on, like rub it like you washing it. Okay, rub it. And then we're gonna come in on the edge and bring in this. Okay, so then we have some of that, and we're just gonna mist it. Let me switch water bottles. Actually, I'm so not prepared. Please hold. I gotta get some water. We're going for the water. Do. See, wasn't that quick? Like I ran to the store. No. I got some distilled water. Pour me some water. Okay, we got the water. Because I like this little mister for misting the water. And that's all we want to do. We just want to mist it just to give it a fun little texture. There we go. Yeah, I put too much water. Inevitably, I do that. I think, oh, not enough water came out. And instead of tipping it and looking at it, I hit it with more water. That's alright. We're just going to let it sit there a second. It's okay. It's okay. Pam, we'll get you up. We'll get you up for your class. Okay. Let's flip this over. And we're just going to eyeball. We're just going to eyeball because we can trim this down. Gloria L. No. So, okay, I'm not going to say no because, oh, look at that. Look at that. So, if you used distilled water, like bottled water, it's not going to yellow and get all weird in there. Whereas your tap water, you know, gosh knows what's coming through your tap, might turn yellow and be weird and clog up the pores of your thing. If you have hard water that gets scaly and stuff. But that's from long time sitting. So, I mean, I've had the water in here turn yellow when I was using tap water. And somebody said, you know, if you use distilled, you won't have that problem. So, sometimes I go through the water so much, it doesn't really matter. But, look at that Argyle. Isn't that pretty? And this is sopping wet. So, this is when we can pull out our Ranger Heat It tool again. And, heat this. And it's going to, again, the heat is going to go over a bigger area versus this, which we could totally use. It's just going to take a little bit longer. And I have seen people do embossing with this. I don't know how they do it. They must have a lot of patience, because it seems to take forever for my embossing powder to dry or to melt with this one. So I do keep this one around for my actual embossing and stuff. Stephanie, hello. My tap water is good. It's always used up before developing any little, any live right? And thanks for popping in. How are you doing? But, yeah. So, when we're using water on paper, okay, if you're wondering if it's dry, it's gonna, it'll feel cold. When there's water in the paper, it's gonna feel cold. So this guy is nice and dry now, using our stamping foam. Again, this is the 3x4, and see, if you stamp it good, you get a nice border. And mine's a little crooked, just slightly. Heck, I did a pretty good job of stamping that one. Let's just say that. I'm impressed. She's from Germany. All right. So, with the stamping foam, okay, we can do a pretty good job about eyeballing. And we can use our guide on here. So if I want a bigger white border, I can just back this up so that I line the line up with that, okay? And so now this side is now straight with this side here. So if I turn it like this, get it in here, oops, wrong one. We're gonna put it there, put her there, and we can just chop away. And I'm using the raised, on this particular one, you guys will have to figure it out for yours. On this particular one, I'm using the bump, the finger stop on this, okay? And look at that. We've cut a nice border on that, okay? So our little bitty scraps, you can cut it right up to the edge too, whichever floats your boat. Or if you're a good stamper, you don't have to cut anything, because you get it right in the middle. But I'm not that good, so it is what it is. And I wanted to use this little owl here. Okay, and we're going to put it on there. So here we've used some stamping foam with a background stamp called Argyle. That's this guy here, funky Argyle, okay? And the nice thing about this one, it is a kind of a peel apart, so you can do one stripe of Argyle, two stripes of Argyle, three stripes of, you know, so you can really be kind of cool with this. Like if you just want a strip of this down your card, you don't even have, they've already done the stamp surgery for you. Isn't that nice? Oops. Now we're going to go to the photopolymer. Ranger does work with their people. Ranger and Simon Hurley said for their stamps, let's use photopolymer. Okay, so I do like that. I like the photopolymer. It's got good stick. Look at that. That's why we have these little mats in here. Put it right back in the corner. Let us grab a drink. Love my cherry Coke. The black is slow and yes, the black one is slow to get the embossing, but let me tell you, for heating in between layers, like when you're doing mixed media and you gotta heat between the layers, this is really good, again, because the distribution is muy bueno. Quemado says Cherry Coke sounds good right now. Yeah, you guys, I'm hyped up. I'm drinking Cherry Coke and Starbucks. I used my points and got a free Starbucks. Oh, speaking of points, Ranger, if you like shopping with Ranger, they do have loyalty points. I've used them. I've used them quite a bit. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't he the cutest? Oh, that turned out really good. I like that. That turned out really good. Okay, so this is Owl Buddies. He is one of the ones off the Owl Buddies. Let me clean him off here. Okay. We're going to use sometimes. There we go. We get it. We get it. Cover this up. I never liked stamping with red rubber. What? No. I'm no good at orientation. Be it stamps or being it finding a way from the kitchen to the loo or my house. You just gotta give your stamps a home. Give your stamps a home. Red rubber, I'll do a couple red rubber techniques for the background stamps. Now, if you're using red rubber smaller stamps, you're just going to use your positioner like I did with this guy, but you're going to take out the mat. So I had a mat in there, the sticky mat. If this was a red rubber guy, I would take the mat out and have the red rubber on the window, and this would be on the base. But I'll show you how to use some of the bigger red rubbers, because then it doesn't matter how you stamp it, because they big. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna grab this, and then we're gonna grab some re-inkers. Now at Ranger you can get one of these. It's a color palette thingy for alcohol inks. But you know what else can go in there? Re-inkers. So these re-inkers have been in this palette for eons. I actually need to take it down and hose it out, because I'm a contaminator. I contaminate these all the time. So these are not like true greens and whatnot. It is what it is. Don't judge me. But you take your re-inker like Grr. Okay, this is no joke, you guys. Okay, you buy your Simon Hurley inks. Eventually, you get the re-inker, or maybe you buy them as a bundle. That's how I got mine. I bought all mine as a bundle. I got the re-inkers with the thingy. I don't even know. Let's put a drop in here. You're gonna want to shake your re-inkers. Okay, you gotta shake them up. Re-inkers are made with different colors. It's like a paint bucket, right? You go to the store, you say, hey, I want this shade of blue, but they drop in red, they drop in blue, they drop in green, they drop in whatever drops of color they need to get that shade of blue. And if you leave it set too long, it kind of separates. Your re-inkers are like that. So you're going to want to shake your re-inkers to get those ink colors working together. And then in your color palette, you just need a drop. That's it. Okay, that's all I've done to these, is I've put a drop, but I've added water, of course, with our water brush. Okay, and hold on a sec, I gotta add a little bit more water to this. wrong one. Let's try this one. There we go. I never okay, well, I got that one. Hey there, didn't know you were hanging out here. K-Moto, the big mo. Yes. Right? The big rubbers sound good if you're a little saucy. I occasionally get to catch a live with ECR. I'm strong with the replay crew. Yes. We, yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your anchor. Replay crew, I appreciate you guys. You guys are fabulous because you guys help me stay in the watch hours. You know, if you guys are hanging out with me live, I really appreciate that. It lets other YouTube users know that, hey, this person's on, they have viewers. Craft by Jay. Okay, so we've added our one little drop. We're just going to add a teeny bit of water and see that we have made grr. We're going to have a brown owl. Brown owl. Brown owl, should you come down here and hang out with me a little bit? And you guys, I'm not the best colorist. I just do whatever makes me happy. And coloring like a child makes me happy. If you don't like it, well, color it your own way. We're going to add a little bit darker. I'm using the same one color of brown, okay? If we use less water, it's going to be more saturated. I am using accent opaque paper. It is not watercolor paper. Therefore, the water reacts differently to this paper. Does that make me sad? Absolutely not. Because I know it acts different and I'm okay with that. Okay. So I want that to be a little bit darker. So we just go in again. Just like that. Same color. It's the same color. Okay. If you add more water, you're going to thin it out and it's going to be less. If you use less water, it's going to come in darker. Okay. And we're just going to get our browns in here. Just like so. There we go. Look at that. And then we're going to go in with, I want a brownish red. So I'm going to take a little bit of red, and just like a watercolor, I'm going to take a little bit of red and a little bit of that brown, and I'm going to mix, and this is why I'm a contaminator. I don't clean my brush in between. I just whatevers, right? Okay, so now I've made my own color. Yes, Pam is correct, aka PJB Stamper says ECR's channel and chat are always fun. She often provides stamping sound effects and makes up words. I make up a lot of words because I don't know. ECR, where is the stamp from? All of our goodies today are from Simon Hurley, and this is called Owl Buddies. I'll show you the little stampy stamp here in a second. Owl Buddies, you can, if it's still available, you can pick it up at Ranger. I do have a Ranger affiliate link down in the boxy box below. You just click on the link tree, chat with Sassy. Okay, that link tree, chat with Sassy, will take you to my Ranger affiliate link, Spellbinders, and who's my other affiliate? Ranger, Spellbinders, oh, Scrapbook.com. They all sell Simon Hurley things. That is one reason I chose to do their affiliate links, is because that's where you can find Simon Hurley. You can find Simon Hurley there. I'm going to clean my water brush. So I've got that reddish brown. I've got the brown. Let's do a yellowy brown. Just add a little bit of yellow in there. A yellowy brown. Ooh, that's nice. We're gonna... Oh yeah, look at that. it's almost like dirty mustard. All right. You know what? I like that yellowy brown. Let's put it in the eyeball. We're doing it in the eyeball. Poke him in the eye. Or don't poke him in the eye. Let's be kind. That's a nice color. I like that color. So yeah, this may still be available. I'm not sure. It's one of his older designs. Handcrafted by Gaz. You guys, you see me thinking? I'm like, he's not medicinal gauze. Oh, I'm so bad. Kamato, is she on Mary's list? All my latest suggestions were in my time zone. No good. Oh no. Ooh, Owl Buddies is still available. Awesome sauces. And My Crafty Adventures. I saw your name pop in a few times. I do apologize. Hello. How are you? Are you having a good day? How could I resist someone with the nickname Contaminator? Who's Contaminator? Aw, Stephanie already hit the subscribey button. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, oh, and while we're here pushing our affiliate links, and today is through Ranger, right? That's too dark. I need to lighten that up. And remember, to lighten up, we just add water. So instead of going straight, see that? We just lighten that up. Just lighten it up. And then if we want it darker, then we can just go back in later. Oh, I like it. I like it. I'm going to add a little bit of that orange to the rest of this, because I wasn't sure what color, but now I do. Now I'm sure. I want it to be orange, to bring that orange from his beak back. All right. And then his tum-tum treat. Let's do that in a very light orange, because I can do whatever I want. And I've done it. I have done it. And then we're going to do red for his, and careful with the reds. I don't know what it is, but reds have to use some weird stuff. And so they can get a little funky when you're trying to use them. So make sure your reds are really wrung out, I guess, is the word I want to say. Because they can get chunky. Like the reds can get chunky. I don't know if that makes sense. They get weird. Even my alcohol markers that are red, they just get weird. They just get weird. And this is such a delicate design. We're just going to fake it. We're just going to add some red in there like we did something. So, watercolor pens, I'm scared to make them dirty. So, when you're working with those, just have your brush ready. So, if you get a little contamination, you can just wipe it off really quick. I do that with my alcohol markers. You know, sometimes I get a little yuckies in the yellows, the lighter color ones. You just go and you just wipe them off really quick, and they'll be good. Those are really forgiving. But look at, now this is cold. Okay, this is cold. That's still wet, but that's okay. So we've got our Ranger inking thingy, and you just, one little drop. That's what, hey, get out of my way. I need to show them. This one here is where we put that one little drop, and then I grabbed some red, and then I grabbed some yellow, and we made our own brown in there with one drop of gur. And we got this owl all done. Okay, so that's out of the way. Let's get ourselves some fussy cutting scissors. Scissors. You said you were a oh, I am. Yes, I done contaminated the thingies. I was like, sorry, I forget what I talk about. A lot of stuff leaves my lips. I don't remember it all. My brain's half fried. I don't know. It's old age. She forgot that. Yes, I did. How easily I forget. Oh, I forgot. See, I forgot to... hey. Back up a little. I forgot his toes. I forgot to color his toes. So we're going to go back in. And Simon Hurley, when he first started doing his designs with Ranger, did not have dies, coordinating dies. Coordinating dies with Simon Hurley product is fairly recent. And but what they did do is some of the designs had coordinating cut files. So if you had a Cricut or a Scan and Cut or anything that'll cut an SVG, you would just send it to your SVG, cut the little image, and then stamp on the cut out piece. And speaking of SVGs, next month on my Wednesday lives, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing projects, card projects, but we'll be looking for the help of our Scan and Cut. And I have an older Scan and Cut, but we're gonna try and work through. One of the things is a calibration. Somebody asked if I knew how to calibrate, which I don't, but we're gonna learn it together. We're gonna learn how to calibrate our machine and do some die cutting and stuff, and learning how to save it. So Wednesdays next month, 7 p.m. Eastern, projects using the Scan and Cut. So our lives will be a little bit longer on Wednesdays, just because I love my Scan and Cut. It's great. The concept is fabulous, but I don't use it enough. And so I want to share that experience with you. I don't use it enough, so I constantly have to remember how to do stuff. So we're going to make it alive, and then we can just go back and watch it whenever we need, right? Okay, let's get our card done. So we have our little Argyle. We have our little bird. I think we're going to do that. And this particular set, Owl Buddies... bless this nest, you're a hoot, 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 hooray, have a great birthday, I'll always love you, I'll see you soon, congrats, congrats grad, you're wise beyond your years. And it even comes with a little, that, and some branchies, so if you need your guy to sit on a branch, you can totally do that. But I think we're going to do You're a Hoot. Because, you're a hoot. Hootin' my old age. Still learning how to use it right. And, What was I going to say? I have no idea. You guys, I lost my train of... my brain derailed. Doink. Alright. For all of our new peeps, hi! How are ya? Thanks for popping in. I gotta get a card base. Please hold. I think we're gonna do... Yeah, see, the black is just gonna let that pop, especially with this nice big fat border that we got. Yeah! Okay, so I'm gonna tape this down so that we can stamp You're a Hoot right on it. And then we're gonna put that there. And then we're gonna do that there. That's how we're rolling. All of my new friends, if you have Facebook and you like following crafty things on Facebook, okay, we do have a group called Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. Apparently somebody didn't close the lid. Oh yeah, that was cloggered. Come on, there we go. Facebook, Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. You can find the Facebook link in the Chat with Sassy link tree down in the description box. My Facebook group, if you join, will be your Facebook group, aka our Facebook group. We accept all crafty goodness. However, if you are an affiliate and you're pushing your affiliate links, you gotta ask. Because, well, I started the group. But you're definitely welcome to post links to your videos, links to your videos, your Instagram, photos. We love photos. We want to see the crafty goodness. All crafty goodness. Crocheting, needlework, whatever. And they might not like to see it, but I like to see it. So bring it on. Bring it on. Bring on the crafty goodness. But, yeah, if you want to post something to do with an affiliate, you just got to ask, okay? Because, technically, you should be doing that in your own group. Just saying. But, and if you're doing the push in your video and you share your video, you know. But, there it is. You're a hoot. I've been called that a couple of times. But yeah, we like sharing stuff. The secret of mastering a craft plotter is start using it. What? Derailed again. You gotta answer the questions and yes, answer the questions and agree to the rules. It's very simple rules. Like, you gotta be kind to everybody. I don't tolerate. I don't tolerate disrespect of my peeps. And part of that is, if you don't like it and you don't have nothing nice to say, look at that. I love it when I stamp so good the first time. And when you have quality stamps, that's what happens. We've got our nice positioner that allows us to close the door, right? Close the door and stamp without hesitation, without having to rethink it. And we stamp and go. It's fabulous. And then our little owl. And you could totally put him on a wobbler or whatever, but I'm just going to glue him down because he needs to go in the mail. He's going to go in the mail I gotta send out some mail, you guys. I've got so much mail. Or cards. I got so many cards. So we're gonna set him like he's sitting on this line right there. Just like that. Maddie! Hello, hello! Gina K. Alright. There we go. So we've made this guy. Again, this is Thursday push day. We're pushing my affiliate links, my design teams. Today is a twofer because I'm on the design team for Simon Hurley quite often. And I have an affiliate link for Ranger where you can buy Simon Hurley. So today is all about Simon Hurley. In our first card, we used a lovely red rubber background stamp, the Funky Argyle. We smished it into our stamping foam, which I do need to clean this up. So we're going to show you how easy this is to clean. Just like a rubber stamp, you're going to spray it, you're going to wipe it, and it does stain if you're like me and you leave it till the end of the day, end of the week, end of the month, it will stain. It will stain, but it will still work. Okay, and so we have the pattern on it, which we could go right to using, but because I have this stamp, I'm just going to heat it and send it back to normal, right? I know, another sentiment on the front of a card. It's the Simon Hurley stuff. He's got good sentiments. So we're just going to heat our stamping foam, okay? Just like that. Look at that. Okay? You can kind of see the pattern a little bit in there, but it won't affect anything, and we can keep going, and then you can smush it down. Probably shouldn't have smushed it on there. If you're having a hard time getting the design out, you can smush it on a flat surface, like a glass mat, to help push the image out. I will say, I've used the Argyle quite a bit. It's a fun one with the stamping foam. But here's one. This design has been in here since I've had the stamping foam. What, 3 years? Okay, so this design's been there for like 3 years, and I'm going to show you how fabulous it is, because you guys, it is. We're going to hit it with some of our Clear Skies. Yep, Clear Skies. Did you see me? I had to check to remember which one that was. So here's some Clear Skies. We're getting our ink on there, right? We're going to come in with a little bit of no diving, because they're like bubbles. And you know what these are? Little sequins. I sprinkled some sequins down, and yeah, that's what we did. Now, this has a little bit of harsh line, right? I don't want the harsh line, so I'm going to take my ink blending brush. Look at that, okay? You can get rid of those harsh lines, okay? And then you're going to mist it or use it straight. I prefer the misting method. I think it releases the ink a lot better. We don't want to saturate it. We just want to mist it. Unlike my first Argyle one, I drowned it like a drowned rat. And then we're going to grab our piece of paper. Okay, and we're going to, I'm going to stamp it this way. That way there, I can just cut it, and then I have part of this paper left over. But you can leave, oh, look at that. You can leave the design in there forever. However, if today I says I'm never going to use this again, and I tried to heat this out, I'm gonna be working at it. I'm gonna work at it a really long time until I get it flat. You can do it, but the longer you leave the design set, the harder it is to get out. But we're gonna clean it, hose it down, wipe it off. I particularly like this design. That is why it's staying in here. When you buy a pack, you get 4 of these. When you buy the 3x4s, you get 4. Okay, that's 8 because I have this side, right? So, I mean, you can see I used Argyle in here. You know, so you can keep one side and reuse the other side, whatever you guys want to do. That's what's great about this. But like I said, oh, and don't use like score tape or anything because it will pull. Mint tape has been pretty safe. Oh, here's another good one. Gosh, I forgot about this one. This one's a good one. This one again is another like original. It's been like 3-4 years it's been on this block because, well, it's gorgeous. So we're gonna just ink that up, and I'm gonna spread this around, spread the wealth. No, I'm gonna take out some of those harsh lines because I don't want the harsh lines. We're gonna mist it. Okay, we're gonna grab our piece of paper. We're gonna dry our table. And this is the fun thing about the stamping foam. You got your design, you ink it up. Okay, you saw it, we just made that. Hey, white balance. Okay, easy peasy. We pulled out this one. Okay, we're gonna go here. Oops. This one here, actual rose leaves and little rose petals. Okay, leaves and petals. I scattered it down on the mat. You heat up the foam and then you press it. Okay, as long as your heating tool will reach, you can impress on anything. Which means if you plug this into an extension cord, run outside, heat up your foam, and smash it into a tree, you're going to pull the bark off into your stamping foam. Or maybe the gravel or the rock bits in your driveway. Just know that the hard substances like your tree and your gravel, you're not going to want to push too hard because you don't want to damage this. You're just going to want to push enough to get an impression. Look at it. If you don't like it, reheat it, try again. Okay, if you find a design you like, it will stay there. It will stay there until you decide to change it. Okay, so we're gonna get some water on it, and then we're going to clean it. Squeak, squeak, squeaking. And that is your stamping foam, which you can get at Ranger. Again, there's different kinds. This is the 3x4, a little over 4, right? 3x4. Isn't it cute though? 3x4, and then they have the bigger ones, like this one here, which is 5.5 by 4.5, 4.5, 5.5. Okay, this one comes with a circle, so you can stamp it all together and get a neat little halo, or you can stamp this and then you have this to work with, or you can stamp that. Super fun. There's this. These, oops, not you. I need the other one. This one. This one here's got it really cute. But there's the solid, the circle, and then the heart. Okay. And we used the heart the other day. So, pardon me. We took the center out and used the heart. We stamped the stamping foam onto the sketched snowflakes from the sketched snowman set. So the heart is super cute. Here's the other one. So stamping foam, lots of different techniques and stuff. Again, you can pick yours up at Ranger. And the bigger ones come in a 2-pack. The little ones come in a 4-pack. I need to send out my swap cards. You're being, yes. Okay. Never get rid of it. Right. No, I probably won't. Because I have more. I have brand new ones of these because I didn't know exactly how it worked. And I wound up with quite a bit. And I actually, Crystal's Creation won a giveaway. And we threw in stamping foam. I will have it in the mail tomorrow. I promise. I keep saying that. But you guys, but I gotta go to the mail tomorrow. Tonight I'm going to be doing a lot of cardy things. But there, isn't that the cutest? I don't know what is up with. Focus! There we go. Look at those. So stamping foam, it has its own little bitty texture, especially if you've used it a bunch. When you first use it, it's rather smooth, and then it gets its own little texture, and you get more of that texture when you spritz it. So that water gets that weird look. So yeah, I don't know, I love it. And then again, you'll know if it's dry, if it's normal warmth to the touch. This is cold. Yeah, this one's still wet right there too. So these are still wet. They still need to dry. But basically, that's what you do with the stamping foam. You have fun. You can stamp it more in the center and have a nice big border, or you can just chop it and then pop it. Chop and pop. Okay, so we're going to look at Simon Hurley's big red rubber stamps, and we're going to stamp them a couple of ways. Okay, I'm going to teach you old school. This is how I dealt with big red rubber backgrounds. This one is called Sketched Bouquet. Okay, normally back in the day I would flip this over and it would stick right there. Okay, stick right there. And what we would do is we would grab our inkies. Oops. Please hold. We have a fuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was not invited to this party. So this one is Prom Queen. Okay. Prom Queen. We ink it up. And granted, I don't need to ink the whole dang thing up. But I just did, so there. And then what you're going to do, my ink pad is shedding. We're just going to get these little hairy bits off. We don't want no stinking hairy bits. Peel off this hairy bits. And then we're going to set our paper down and press and let go. And then we're just going to do this. Okay. And if you have a tool, where is my tool? Have you guys seen it? I don't even know. I haven't seen my tool in a while. You know, the little pressure tool. I use a block. Oh, I found it. What? It's such a weird place for it to be right there. You know, different companies, make your own. You just get that on there, give a nice press, and then you want to pick it up in one fell swoop so that you don't accidentally put it back down. And this is how we used to do red rubber back in the day. Okay, and sometimes you miss the edge because you don't push hard enough, and that's okay. That's okay, because we can trim this down. So this is Prom Queen, and my Prom Queen does not look like Prom Queen should. I think I re-inked it with the wrong one at one time, so it's a combo of colors. But so that's how we would normally do it. Then we would mist it, okay, because we like doing stuff like that. And then we've got this with water because we rubbed a lot of ink on, right? So then we're going to set our card down again. Okay, and we're going to really get the edges this time, because we missed the last time. Okay. So we've got a different texture because we've misted it. Okay. So you can do different techniques, but look how a little, it's kind of blotchy and weirdness going on. Okay. That is with some water. So we basically did a cleanup, right? We need the water on to clean it up, but then we're going to see if there's enough ink to pull and get something fun and creative. So we've got more of a grungy and more of a pristine, okay? Now, the problem with doing it this way is I missed these edges. I can't go back. We had to be happy with how it looked. And I'd have been happy with this all day long. I would have trimmed it, fussy cut, did whatever, and then still made a card, right? Now, with fun stuff that's out there and available to us, crafty friends, we pull out a tool. We're going to pull out a tool that's going to make our lives so much easier, okay? Does anybody know what tool that is? Come on, crafty friends. What tool are we going to grab? Tula. Yes. Okay, so my crafty adventures. Yes. Let me grab, I'm going to show you. This is one of my favorite. Pink Fresh has beautiful stamps. Okay, but they're stinking long. They don't fit in any of my tools. Well, it would probably fit in the one tool, but I don't use that one very much. Okay. So here's a big honkin' photopolymer. I mean, the thing is so big, it doesn't even fit, right? It doesn't even fit. Now, this is what you're going to do if it's photopolymer, okay? You're going to ink it up. Now, Pink Fresh has these set up because they have coordinating stencils and dies. So you do the inking, then you do the stencil, and then you cut it out, okay? So this is Pink Fresh. You're going to take your paper, you're going to cut it to size. I did not cut it to size because I'm just going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to pull you way up here. Now the thing with these, you want to make sure you get good coverage. We're going to take the bottom of the paper. It's going to hang off our stamp. We're going to pinch the paper to our surface. I'm using a glass mat, right? So I'm going to put my paper at an angle so it's not touching the stamp, and I'm going to pin it to the table. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to see, but my fingers are on the paper pinning it. Like, I can't pick it up because my fingers are pinning it. Now I'm going to drop the paper, okay? And my fingers, you see them right there? They're going to hang on. They're going to hang on to this paper for dear life. Don't let the paper go. Then we're going to take our tool and smooth it across, okay? And at this point, you can move your hand, right? Because you've got the paper down, you can move your hand. These are for those big, pesky stamps that don't fit in your positioners, but you love them anyways, okay? And then the same thing with your red rubber. You want to pick your paper up in one fell swoop so it doesn't touch back down. Now, of course, I missed. I didn't press good enough, and that's a problem with this. So we would just ink it up again. Ink it up again. Okay. And we're going to pen it, lay it down, and I don't think it liked. Usually I do pretty good with these. I don't think it liked that tool. I don't think I got enough. Linda G. Okay. One fell swoop, and there we go. Now this one, we don't worry about that, okay? We just want to make sure we get it nice and inky, and I missed down here, and again, that's okay. This is just an example. Most of the time, you're not going to miss. You're going to really be thoughtful about getting all of the edges rubbed down and everything, but the inner parts, the die cuts this out. I have the coordinating die and everything, so I would never worry about something like that. It's going to get cut out. But that is how you would do this technique with that. Now, I have a bigger Tim Holtz stamping platform. I just never really pull it out. But I could use that there. But for our red rubber stamps from Simon Hurley, because they are... Let me get this clean. You guys will see these pink fresh ones closer to Christmas, because they do make quick cards and they're really pretty. And then you just peel and you put it back on its thing, like so. Ta-da! Ta-da! Da-da-da-da! Pink fresh, we love them. You just need a stamping platform that fits. Although, who has the new Altenew bigger platform? Who has the bigger one? I wonder if those will fit in the new bigger one. Because these are the tools that you need. You need a stamp positioner. Now, if you have the bigger Misty, okay, this one would fit in there, but I don't particularly like using the red rubber in the Misty. It's a preference thing. You could totally do it. I don't. What I do is I use my new stamp wheel, okay? Now, stamp wheel has a new mat where you would remove this fat one and put in the thinner plasticky ones. I don't feel there's a need for that, okay? I plop my rubber stamp in there, okay? We take the door. We're going to put the door into the groove. So it's not touching the stamp, but it's locked into those two grooves, and we set it down and we pick it up. We grab our paper. Okay, and then we ink it up. Now I'm going to purposely muck this up, right? Because I can do whatever I want. So I put some ink on there, I lock it into place, and I set it down, and I press. But I messed it up! Now, if we were doing that on the table, that's it. You're done. You can't do anything. But, because we have it with our new stamping wheel, we're going to lock it into place and press. And red rubber, give it some CPR, okay? You just need to give it to some CPR. Give it the CPR, because you're going through a hard plastic and a hard rubber stamp. Everything's a little hard right now. With the photopolymer, it's more squishy, more forgiving, and you don't want to push too hard with the photopolymer, especially with the fine detailed sentiment stamps. Those, you're better off just to go over and over again to get the ink to build up. Then you lift, and I see that I have some area here that I don't like, and I have some area there. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. We're going to lock it into place. The stamp is not touching the paper. We need to lock it into place first, then set it down. Gaz says, I only just got a stamp wheel. I hope you use it and really play with it. Can you do wet technique on photo? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Anything you do with a red rubber stamp, you can do with photopolymer. Absolutely. Oh, I shifted on that one. And that's because I'm in a hurry and I'm not paying attention. But that's okay. We'll do it again. Because why? It's just paper, you guys. Let's try this again. Oops. We're going to lock it into place. Set her down. Come on. There we go. Oh, that was a good stamping. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. You know what? I think I'm going to mist it. I think we're going to release the ink that way. And then we're going to lock it into place and set her down. Oh, Gaz says, Gaz, sorry, says, I use my stamp wheel for everything. She says, no, that was the best, but it's paper. Look at that. Look at that. We sprinkled a little bit of water on there, but I'll show you. We did it twice without the halo. You see that? Perfect stamping twice. Now, I did mess up on the other one because if you're not really paying attention to locking it in the corners, it can shift a little. It's not a hinged door, right? So we got to be a little bit more careful or we're going to wind up with a double halo. Halo. But you know, it still looks cool. I'm not going to lie, because you could go in with a heavy marker and fill in where it doubled around. This design might be fun to do that, just to do it on purpose. But, so yeah, you can do your stamp wheel or other positioning tool for your big ol' stampins'. Clean this off. I need to clean this rag. And red rubber, like a good photopolymer, you can scrub, you guys. You can scrub. It's not going to hurt it. There we go. And to clean our stamp wheel, it's a big photopolymer stamp, you guys. So you're going to use the same stuff. Mine is stained. Alcohol markers stain it. It does not affect the stickiness, okay? Sometimes you need to color the little bitty things, and so if you put the little bitty things down on the stick mat and then color, they're not going to slide around. So yeah. So Kamato, the double stamp happened when I had it here and I was yapping and not paying attention, and so when I set it down, I was probably not locked properly into the thingamabobs, and so it shifted. But that's okay, because we did it again. Because the Simon Hurley inks are really nice, but they don't like go through to the other side unless you like are seriously saturated and wet. Yeah, I was in a hurry. Now, somebody asked the watery effects with photopolymer. Water effects. Absolutely. Let me do a water effect with something by Simon Hurley, because I have a ton of his stuff. Oh, this one would be a good one, because this one This one is the Perfect Poinsettias, and they have the outline and then the center bit. We're gonna use, what is going on here? Why are you not in your home? Go home. So we're gonna use, there's the center bit, and here is the outline. I cleaned the mat, so it's extra sticky. Sticky. Oh, and if your photopolymer isn't sticking properly, all you're going to want to do is hose it down and rub it good. Because 10 to 1, it's just got some fuzzies and stuff in there. So you just need to clean it. Just clean it, and it will be fine. Okay, so we're going to do, let's do stamp wheels. Let's do stamp wheel technique and make a wreath with this. I need this guy. So, Altenew has plastic little guides that you can buy. I made my own. I made it. Oh, I didn't dry it. So, we're going to put our a little guide there, and what that does is it puts my piece of paper in the center. Okay, so then I'm gonna have this in the center. Let go. Ugh, get over there. Okay, so here, really, there's a little center mark, so I'm gonna put that little guy right in the center. And then we're going to, let's not use black. Let's just use some color today. We're going to use Game Over for the outline. Game Over. Okay. And it won't matter, right? Let's put that in the top. So we're going to lock it in, drop it down, and press. Ooh, look at that. It's so pretty. I actually did that hella good in one shot. I love that. Okay. Clean. Pick a different color. We're going to go with Bee Sting. Next. So this one, we're going to figure out where this goes, like so. Just like lining up our stamps for any other positioner, we're going to get that lined up as good as we can. Heck yeah! And then we're going to stamp. Plop. Plop, plop. And then we're going to use Bee Sting. And then we're going to mist it. And the nice thing about the stamp wheel is it hovers over our whole area, so I can mist and not worry about getting my paper wet, right? So this is all nice and bubbly. It's got some watery bits going on. Maybe a little too much water, I don't know. I'm starting with the dot at the top. That's how I know it's the right way, right? We're going to lock in our corners, and then we're going to set it down. And then there's that. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Although I wished I would have done a darker color with that. Now, here's the dealio. Okay. Are you ready for this? I'm leaving that there because I can. We're going to put this on here again. And it might be off, and it'll be okay. But look, I'm leaving that there. I'm putting the hole at the top, and I'm going to pick up the bottom one. Okay, Now, I want to make sure this is clean, or I'm going to cover my thing, so when I flip this over, right, we're going to go ahead and pull out. I don't want to use black. Let's use purple. I think purple will make that red a little bit darker, and that might be what we need. I need that color to be a little bit darker. Okay, so now I'm going to flip, put my dot at the top. Oh, there. That's much better. Much better. Look at that. Okay, and I do have a little bit of offsetedness because, you know, lining up twice. But now we have our flower, right? So we have it lined up on both sides. So we can do the outline, do the inside. So you can mass produce hecka easy because we have it set. I, however, am only making one, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this. Clean it, clean it, clean it. As opposed to a hinge door, right? I just reached under there to grab that. Don't mind me. Okay. We're going to grab and make a wreath now. Okay. We're going to start here at the top. We're going to make a wreath of leafery. Okay. And I'm sure you can do the wreath with more than one thing at a time, but oh, that's upside down. I'm not very good at wreath making, so we're gonna make this leaf go around our poinsettia, and we're just gonna check it by placing it at the bottom, and that works. Okay, so we're gonna get green. We're gonna get some fake plant. And we're gonna go around the mulberry bush. Okay. So I can decide how close I want it. So we took the dot from this top center to a corner, which means that we're gonna go to the center on the side for this next one. So here's our dot. We're going to the center on the side. Okay, then we're going to go from the center to the corner. So we're going to take that, put that right in there, and there's that. Okay, and we're just going to go around, center, bottom, corner. If you just kind of remember where you're going with these things, right? That was a corner, so we need a center, and then one last one should be right in the corner, just like so. Look at that. Whoop! We have created a wreath of leaf, a leaf of wreath. Now we're going to grab our other leaf because it's smaller. And we're gonna put it in the center, and I'm just gonna change the color, and we don't mind if it overlaps. It's just gonna help fill it in and be fun. So we're gonna go with overzealous. Okay, starting at the top. Okay, starting at the top. Now, if I was mass producing, I would just keep going. I would switch the cards around. Oops, what am I doing? Corner, center corner. Come on, Elizabeth, you can do this. Center corner. We just came off the corner, so we're going to put it in the center. Put it in the corner, just like so. Because we have our little guide, we can put our papers, all of our papers in, right? So I would peel this in between. Or like we did on the other one, you have the leaf and then you can put the other leaf on the other side. And then looks like one more. There we go. And then, oh, that one actually turned out really good. I like that. So, say we're mass producing. We've done the green leaf. We've actually left it on there. We can do that. We're going to take this little sprig. So, there's our leaf there. We're going to just turn it so that this one now comes in. Where do I want this? I think I want it to kind of just set right there next to that leaf, right? So we're going to turn it, pick up that little guy, and we're going to do this guy in a brown. Because he's like little pine cones. He's like little pine cones. Nope, it's not where we're going. Okay, there we go. Oops, not on the leaf. And then that was there. So that should be, yep, center. There we go. Now we're back on track. Corner. Center. Corner. Center. And technically we could be, oops. Don't do that, Elizabeth. That is not the lid. Technically we could have done both of these if I'd realized that. And then corner. And then center right there. Ta-da! Dang! Sometimes. Okay, so there's that one. And then there's little berries. So let's see where we want to put our little berries. I think we're going to do the little berries there, but we're only going to do... No, we're going to do the berries right there. So then if we do the center, there we go. Okay. And then we're going to do Love Struck berries. And I'm just going to do a little bit of the stem. I'm not going to do the whole stem. We're just going to do a little bit of the stem. Center. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh. Corner. Center. Sometimes we just got to tell ourselves where the thing goes. Corner. Center. Don't mind me. I have no idea what I'm doing. And then corner. There we go. So this would be our master piece, right? And no, that wouldn't work because... Why is that off all of a sudden? Huh. I must have bumped this one or something because it's not lining up. But technically... Yeah, see, that lines up there. So at some point, I did something different there. But because all of these are now lined up, and if we'd have left this green one on, we would just go around and put the colors on and do around and around. But look it! We made our Christmas wreath. Not too shabby. Oh, look at that. Look at that. With our Simon Hurley inks. This one is perfect poinsettias set. And pretty much with the stamp wheel, any loose bits you could turn into a wreath. Just turn into a wreath. Night, Stephanie. Thanks for popping in with us. But yeah, so I like that. I like that a lot-ist. Oh, I like it. I like it. But yeah, so technically, if I do this and I do that, okay, let's get the dark green one back in track, right? Wait, let's put this here. And then we're going to put this here. And then this is going to be in this corner. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I just want to see if my assumptions are correct. If we put this back in here, the way we had it, and we put this on one of the green areas, right? Like so. Right, like so. And then we're going to put this in the corner. Because that's what we're using. Corner. There we go. Okay, so then we have that. So we have our 4 elements. We have our 4 elements. I should be able to go right in here with our 4 elements, and we're actually going to go, we're going to use the same color of green on this one, I think. I think we're going to do them both the same color. We're going to just see how it goes. And then our little brown for that guy, and then a little bit of red for this guy. Okay, and then we're going to just plop it down. We're going to do center corners. Okay, so then we get a little bit of red on there, a little bit of brown on there, and then our green. And then right? And then our brown. So we did, I think it would be, nope, we did that one, so we need to do this center. Then we need to go to this corner. I need to remember where I'm going. Oh yeah, yeah, once you figure out the layout like we're doing here, we can do 4 items in our wreath. It's going good. It's going good. Nope. Haha, I almost messed that up. In the corner, you. It's like, why is that little berry not going to sit with his little buddy? So, for me, having everything line up so that it lands in the corner seems to be the best. Little stamps, and then we did that one, so we want to go into this corner. Did we finish? Oh, we finished! Yeah, look at that. Seashells by the seashore. Look at that. Look at that. Oops. I'm ripping my thingy. Get out of there. Look at that. And that went much quicker because we did 4 at a time versus 1 at a time, which you could totally do. But look at how perfect they are. And then you could drop whatever you want in the center. You could fussy cut this out and fussy cut that out. And then you have like these cute little rings. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. But yeah. Isn't that cute? And then we would just plop that there. And yeah, once you're done with your rings, then you clean this up and then you can plop in your poinsettia. Here's the bigger poinsettia. Will that fit in there? The bigger one would fit in there too. But I like the littler one. I'm not gonna lie, I like the littler one for this. But yeah. So that's that, you guys. What do you think about that? So, anybody have any questions? Gaz says fussy cut is a swear word. I like fussy cutting. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, and I think we're gonna do, we're gonna do crown me. We're gonna do the purple. And then we're gonna put that in the top. Oops. We missed the center. Let's try that again. There we go. Ooh. Isn't that pretty? I kind of like it without it being filled in too. But you could totally fill it in or not fill it in. Is it nap time now? I feel like it's nap time now. Coffee's wearing out. Aw, man. I have a Simon Says stamps paw, and I like to set my coffee on it because it sweats. And yeah, so my stamp thingy was too close to it and it sucked up the water. My bad. Oh no, don't fall in there. Okay, my friends, so if you are liking the Simon Hurley products, or you want to go see what Ranger has, be sure to click the link in my Chat with Sassy's link tree. It's an affiliate link to Ranger.com. They do loyalty points, they sell good stuff, and sometimes they put the stuff on sale. Thanks for the live. Thanks for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. Let's take a peek at what we did. First things first, we used a red rubber. We used the rubber. My mind. Derailment. On the stamping foam. Okay, we used the 3x4 stamping foam, and we impressed on the Funky Argyle stamp, and we used the Owl Buddies owl, and we did the You're a Hoot, don't pollute, right? So there, and then we did a couple of extra samples explaining that if you leave the design there for years, it'll stay there for years. The longer you leave the design, the harder it is to get out. But you're so quick. Once you have your design, you just ink it and stamp it, ink and stamp over and over again, and you're good and golden. We used another red rubber stamp background. This one is sketched florals, right? All of a sudden, I'm thinking that's wrong, but I don't know. I don't know where the thingy is that tells me what it is. I'm pretty sure it's sketched. Oh, no, it is, yeah, it is sketched. It's sketched bouquet. So, sketched bouquet. And we showed how to use the stamping wheel to stamp it. And we also showed how to lay it on your table and stamp it. And if you stamp it directly, or if you stamp it with some water over it. Okay. So, yeah, lots of sketched bouquet in there. And then we use the stamping wheel and perfect poinsettia stamp set to make a nice little wreath. And yeah, it's cute. It's cute. Well, thank you, Gloria L. I appreciate it. Yes, I will fussy cut something, just not right now. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm checking out. But if you're new, be sure to click on the link tree, Chat with Sassy. That'll get you to our Facebook group. We enjoy crafty friends there. If you don't have Facebook, you can always email me at chatwithsassy@gmail.com. Tomorrow I will be live at 3 on Twitch, and we will be playing with Ink Road stamps. There will be cussing, so if you don't like curse words, just hang out with me here. Stay away from Twitch. But if you don't mind a few cuss, hang out with me on Twitch. We're gonna be playing with some really cute stamps. They're adorable. But yeah, until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful crafty evening, and until next time, bye bye. Hehehehe